Okay, we're going to talk about volume of pyramids today. Okay, so a pyramid is a three-dimensional shape, but it's going to have be a little bit different than what we've been doing. We've been dealing with volume equals big B times H. Okay, this is going to deal with this formula right here. It's going to change a little bit. So it's going to be volume equals 1/3 big B times H. So you're still going to supplement, you're still going to put in whatever the base is here, the area of the base is, but you're going to divide it by 3. I'm just going to divide by 3 at the end because I think that's the easiest way. Okay, so like for example, on this one, our volume, it's a square pyramid, or a rectangular pyramid. So our base is a rectangle. So for this B, we're going to insert base times height times height. Okay, so the first one is, the base is 4.3. Okay, the height is 3.2. That's of the base. Okay, the height of the pyramid is 11. Okay, so we would go through all of this. You could either take 1/3 of something. So if there's something easily divided by 3, which I don't see any number that's easily divided by 3, so I'm going to have to actually go through and multiply all of these. So I'm going to say 4.3 times 3.2, and I'm going to go through and multiply. Okay, and then I get 13.76. So that step would be 1/3 times 13.76 times 11. So there's going to be a lot more math to this. Okay, so my next step would be 13.76 times 11. Okay, if you want to go ahead and stop the video and then multiply and then catch back up and see how I get the answer, that would be fine. So 1 times 3, 1 times 1, 1 times 6, 1 times 7, 1 times 3, 1 times 1. $151.36. So I'm still here, okay, and I got 1/3 of 151.36. Okay, I don't like multiplying by 0.33. I want to divide by 3. So it is the same thing. So we're going to do 151.36 divided by 3. So if I get down here, put my decimal straight up, we would keep on going, and we're just going to round to the nearest tenth, so I'm going to stop it there. This is my tenth spot right here, so if I look back, I'm going to round up, so it's going to be volume equals 50.5 meters cubed, because we're still dealing with volume. Okay, so a lot of math work coming in there, okay? So hopefully we get some easier numbers here in just a second. So let's try the first of the exercises. So let's kind of go back up here for just a second. So this formula could be this formula for a rectangular pyramid. Okay, for a triangular pyramid, I'll come back up here in a minute, but this is mainly for a rectangular pyramid. Okay, so base times height divided by 3. That's kind of what we did. So let's try it that way and see if that makes it clear for you. So base times height divided by 3. So my base here would be 8. My height is 7. My other height is 6 divided by 3. So 8 times 7 is 56. 56 times 6 divided by 3. 56 times 6 is 336. 336 divided by 3 is 112. So the volume equals 112 centimeters cubed. Okay, I feel like that was a little bit simpler just because of the numbers. So make it break down. There's another different way that I'm going to show you. I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm just trying to give you options. Like number 2, if we do that same thing, we say base times height divided by 3. Okay, my base is 9, my height is 9, my other height is 5 divided by 3. If I take this number right here, like if I simplify here and go 9 divided by 3, makes it 3 times 9 times 5. It takes it out of the equation. It gives me the same number. So 3 times 9 times 5 is 27 times 5. 27 times 5 is 135. Okay, if I do it this other way, if I did 9 times 9, I would get 81. 81 times 5, I would have got 405. 405 divided by 3 is going to give me that 135 that I'm looking for. Okay, so that's going to give me that same breakdown as if I would have went ahead and multiplied all the way across. Okay, number 3, it's looking a little differently. Okay, so I'm going to do it in green so you can kind of see it. We're using that same formula, base times height times 1/3 or divided by 3. So my base is, it's going to give me ugly numbers, 7. My height is 2.3. My other height is 10 divided by 3. I can't eliminate something easily on this one, but I am going to do 7 times 10 first because I think that's an easier mix. And then divide by 3. And then I'm going to do 2.3 times 70. And I'm going to get 161. 161 divided by 3. It's going to repeat there. So 53.6. Okay, so this is going to be inches cubed. So it kind of breaks it down like that. That's a lot of work right in there. Okay, so number 4, I'm going to make it a little simpler. So go ahead and mark out that 0.8. Make it 11 times 11. Let's do that. Okay, base times height divided by 3. So 11 times 11 times 15 divided by 3. I can simplify this and get 5. 11 times 11 is 121. 121 times 5 is 605. So we have 605 for our answer right there. Okay. Number 5, we're going to have, anytime you feel like you want to pause and I'm going too fast, please pause the video, wait, catch up, make sure you write everything down, make sure you go back and listen if you don't understand. That's the whole point in doing something like this, is so you have time to process it and have time to break it down. Okay, so we're going to use our formula here. Okay, so right here, my base is going to be 10. My height is going to be 13. My other height is 14.1. Okay, there's nothing that I can divide simply. Okay, so I'm just going to say 10 times 13, which is 130. So I'm at 130 times 14.1. So 14.1 I'm going to put on top and 130 on bottom. And I do that because I have a 0, and so that kind of leaves me less to work with. One. So I got 564 divided by 3. So my last step is going to be to divide those two. So 3, 26. It'll go in there 8 times. So my answer is going to be 188. yards cubed. Okay, this one we've kind of finished. There's one, this one right here is a little different, okay? Look at the base. The base is going to be a triangle. So it changes the formula. So instead of being base times height, it's going to be base times height divided by 2 times height. Okay, so on a triangular prism, it's going to be base times height divided by 2 times the height, divided that whole thing by 3. There's another option that does it, and it's base times height divided by 6, because it kind of does the same process, and I'm going to show you both. So my base here for my triangle is this 2. Okay, my height for my triangle is this number right here, which is 10. The height of the from to the top of the pyramid is this 9.6. Okay, and then I'm going to divide by 2, and then divide by 3. Okay, so let's try it this way first. So 2 times 10 is 20. 20 times 2 times 10 divided by 2 times 9.6 divided by 3. Okay, so 10 times 9.6, which would be 96 divided by 3, which is, I just went ahead and simplified that and got 10. 10 times 9.6 is 96. 96 divided by 3 is 32. So my answer is 32 that way. Let's try it the other way. Let's make sure it comes out the same way. So let's do base times height. So 2 times 10 times 9.6 divided by 6. Let's see if this works out the same. So 2 times 10 is 20. 20 times 9.6 divided by 6. So 9.6 times 20. I got 192. 192 divided by 6 is 32. So either way, it works out. So I know these formulas are confusing. This is really not either way will you see it on the formula chart, because it'll still be this one. But I'm breaking it down. You know that 1/3 is the same as divide by 3. So I just showed you that dividing by 2 and dividing by 3 is the same as dividing by 6. Work on the back side. It'll be due first thing on Monday. I did mark out a few problems, 6 and 9, so don't do those. But try to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. If you need extra paper, it's going to be in the file cabinet in the back. Go grab you some extra paper to work on, because there's not enough room on your homework page. See you Monday.